Our last homework, we had to write down equations. Okay, they had to translate them. Today, we're going to solve one-step equations, where all you do is one step. We have c minus 22 equals 54. I need to know what c is. C is one number. Okay, so what I do is I look at what's being done to c. Okay, I read out loud. I'm subtracting 22 from it, and I do the opposite. If I'm subtracting 22 from C, then I add 22 to both sides. Yes?
Why? Can't you
We
just add
can't
it
just
to...
take 54 minus 3.
No, can't you just take 54 plus...
Isn't that what I'm doing? 54 plus 22?
Or just...
Yes, it is. In C, okay, C is equal to 76.
76?
All right, so what I draw a line to separate both sides. We have to keep them equal. Right now they're equal. G is a number. When you subtract 25 from it, you get 113. So I do the opposite of what's being done to G, which is subtracting 25, so I add 25. It cancels that out. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 113 plus 25 is 138. That is G. G is 138. Write this down. All right, we have 63 plus m equals 79. All right, so I look at what's being done to m. I do the opposite. I'm adding 63, so I subtract 63 to both sides. What I do to one side, I have to do the other. 63 on the left cancels. 79 minus 63 is 16. So m is 16. Same thing over here. P plus 16 is equal to negative 12. So I subtract 16 to both sides to figure out what P is. Negative 12 minus 16 is negative 28 P.
Wouldn't it be negative?
Write these then. That was adding and subtracting one-step equations. Now we're going to do multiply and divide. We have x divided by 3 is equal to 4. I need to know what x is. X is one number that would make this true. So instead of dividing by 3, I'm going to times both sides by 3. Okay, 3 divided by 3 cancel each other out. 4 times 3 is 12, so x can only be 12. X divided by 2 equals 9, so we times both sides by 2. So x has to be 18. Now here's the deal. You should not get any of these wrong. Okay, because we can check our work. I can put 18 in here for x and see if it's a true statement. What is 18 divided by 2? 9. Does 9 equal 9? Yes. So should I ever get these wrong? No, you can check your work. Always check your work. If you're missing a lot of these tomorrow, then from now on, I'm going to make you show your work when you're checking your work. Okay? Just check it. It's not that hard to look. What's 18 divided by 2? 9. 9's 9. There we go. Okay? Not that hard. Don't miss any problem tomorrow. Write this down. We have 3k equals 6. So instead of timesing by 3, we divide by 3 to both sides. Okay? 6 divided by 3 is 2. K is only equal to 2. And I can check my work. What's 2 times 3? 6. Okay, we have 39 is equal to negative 3r. So I divide both sides by negative 3. R has to be negative 13. Easy. Write this down. We have 2/3 of Q is equal to 1/2. I need to know what Q is. What number would give me 1/2? So what I do is I do the same thing I've been doing. I look at what's being done to Q and do the opposite. Okay? I'm taking 2 times Q, so I'm going to divide by 2. I'm dividing Q by 3, so I'm going to times by 3. This is the same thing as timesing by the reciprocal of 2/3. 3/2. Okay? Because we can't divide fractions. Instead, what we do is we times by the reciprocal. So we times both sides by 3/2. Okay, 2/3 and 3/2 cancel on the side with Q. On the right side, we have 1/2 times 3/2. That gives us 3/4. Q is equal to 3/4. Now I want to check my answer, so I plug 3/4 into Q. 2/3 times 3/4. Okay, the 3's would cancel. 2 over 4 is the same thing as 1/2. Q must be 3/4. All right, you guys write this down. Answer it, put your pencil down when you're done. I'm going to come by and check your answer. I have to times by the reciprocal of 3/4 because I can't divide. So I times by 4/3 to both sides. Okay, 3/4 and 4/3 will cancel. X is the only thing left. All right. Then I look to see what I can cancel on this side. I can take 2 out of 4 and get 2. I can take 2 out of 6 and get 3. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. That does not reduce. There is my answer.